Welcome back to Have a Campaign, the D&D series where you can have one of my campaign ideas to adapt or use as is or do whatever you want with. Today's campaign name is Hydrate or Dihydrate. So, in this story, the party finds themselves in an entirely desert and arid world. It's all desert and rockland and badland, all very dry and hot. And the party's goal is to find a fabled water source that is somewhere out in the world. So I have to admit that this campaign idea is pretty cliche. A lot of movies and books have done things like this where, the group is on a water world and they have to find the only dry land, or they're in a desert and they're trying to find and conserve water. There's conflicts between all this stuff. But the thing I like about it being cliche is that there's a lot of options for how you do it. Is this fabled water source in an old ancient ruin of a time long past? Is it a lie? Is there even a water source? Is the water source in possession of an evil tyrant who is trying to keep it for themselves? Where is this water source, and how the party gets it is what adds the difference and the creativity to the story. The other thing about the story that kind of gives it a bit more of a challenge and a bit more creativity is perks and debuffs, so to speak, imposed on different races that the party may choose. It makes sense for the reptilian races to be able to handle the heat and the desert without any issue, but then if you chose, say, Alokatha, the fish race, well, it makes sense that you'd have debuffs or damage done because of being in the desert, or you have to have some sort of stipulations or extra planning for different members of your party. And that's something that you and the party could discuss and figure out, and it could add a lot of interesting challenge to the story.